You're listening to the Batuta Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5. Welcome back to the Batuta Advocate Weekly News Bulletin. You're joined by myself, Clancy Overall, editor of the Batuta Advocate, Errol Parker, editor at large. Hello, Errol.
Hello, Clancy. How you doing today?
Good, mate. Good, mate. Just getting amped up for Valentine's Day, mate. I'm taking the missus down to Ken's Masala. I believe there's this new thing called paneer, which is basically feta, I believe, mixed in with lentils. Apparently it's all the rave around town, so the missus and I will be going there and probably pulling into the Lord Kidman after that for about 13 schooners to watch this rugby league fight night. So I'm not sure, she got to pick the start of the evening, I got to pick the end of it.
Oh, that sounds lovely, Clancy. Wendell, what are you up to, mate?
Not too much, mate. Taking the girlfriend out to Italian Domino's, so it should be very nice.
Very nice, mate. Well, on Sunday night, I'm going to be heading down to AMC Bowling down there in the French Quarter. After I've been reading a few of these books in the past week. You blokes ever heard of MG Tower? It's called Men Going Their Own Way.
Ah, the male separatist movement.
Yeah, basically. So, I'm at a level 4 at the moment, so I'm actually quite lucky to be coming into work or really, attaching myself to any social norm in society at the moment. So, just not really falling into the consumerism around Valentine's Day and all the negative connotations that come with things like that,
Fair enough. Errol sounds pretty full on. Enjoy that double chocolate thick shake on Sunday night. Let's get into the news, shall we?
Let's do it.
Righto, the first story we've got here is the story of the hour, and it's about the imminent lockdown that is about to happen in Victoria from midnight tonight, 5 days. The headline on the story reads, Victorians not getting any sympathy this time. You want to tell us what this one was about, Clancy?
Look, first time we were willing to thank them, congratulate them for their sacrifices, but not anymore. I think there's their third lockdown now, so I know we're going to be met with backlash for this position, but I hold the editorial line that they are not getting any sympathy this time.
Well, I don't recall you giving them any sympathy the first time, Clancy.
Oh, I did. Look, I didn't, join into the conspiracies or anything like that, like many other conservative newspapers around the country did. We stood by the public health measures at that time, especially when they were getting 700 or so cases a day.
Yeah.
But, we've got a city down there right now that are just going to be sitting back watching the tennis that brought this bloody thing in.
Let's move on now, and we've got another story relating to a federal grants scandal, and the headline read, that's why this dodgy prick's been laying low.
Yes, it's been revealed that Peter Dutton's office fast-tracked a one-off $880,000 federal government grant proposal to a retail association 8 days after it made a political donation to the Queensland Liberal National Party in the dying days of their fruitless 2020 election campaign.
Yes, this newest scandal joins the countless private security contracts that have been given to Peter Dutton's mates, the au pairs that have been fast-tracked into the country for Liberal Party donors, the international criminals skirting border regulations to go to the Crown Casino. And now we've been given a little bit of context and an explanation as to why this dodgy been laying so low over the last few months.
You could be the most xenophobic panel beater in all of Strathpine and you'd still think that this bloke is fucking dodgy.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. Look, he nearly lost the election to a candidate that didn't even live in North Brisbane, and he might just get finished off next election. We'll see yet.
Not if GetUp has anything to do with it, Clancy. A bit of a human interest story now, and report no love stronger than a dad and the pet he vowed he didn't want.
Yes, that's right. This is a bit similar to you and that little Jack Russell you've got there, Errol. We spoke to the family of 55-year-old Chippy John Wilchope, who says he still refuses to acknowledge his soft spot for the little dog that was caught on his lap the other day. Like you, Errol, he still calls it a stupid bloody mongrel of a thing and pretends he hates it whenever anyone is within earshot.
Well, I think you might be talking about John Warhope from down there in Batuta Heights.
Oh, it's Warhope, is it? I thought it was Wilchope.
We'll have to gloss over that one, John, if you're listening. Mate, look, I don't really like that dog, but it has to be, kept fed and warmed and patted by someone, so someone's got to do it, so...
Mate,
anyway.
you built it a 2-story doghouse.
No, you know that...
I saw you down at the Botanical Gardens with that little Jack Russell the other day, Errol.
Anything else in the news today, Wendell?
We'll get into a story about the News Corp bosses drawing straws over who has to tell Andrew Bolt that pedophilia is illegal.
Yes, it was quite a prickly conversation by the sounds of things when Andrew Bolt was pulled into one of the bigwigs' office after penning his distasteful and potentially highly fucking illegal opinion piece with the title, "Why Do Elderly Australian Men Keep Getting Jailed for Raping Young Boys?" He has since changed the headline, but you can look it up if you don't believe me. It's rather concerning what's getting okayed down there at the HQ of News Corp.
Let's move on to some other Melbourne-centric news, and Millionaire Hot Seat is now the last remaining avenue for Eddie Maguire's casual racism.
Yes, it was the biggest sports story in the world this week, or at least in Australia. Actually, at least just mostly in Victoria. Eddie Maguire has stood down as the president of the Collingwood Football Club, and with that, it's become apparent that Millionaire Hot Seat is the last bastion of Eddie Maguire's middle-aged, red-faced, casual racism.
And one Victorian expat living out here in the Simpson Desert, he said to us, "It is a sad day for Collingwood and a sad day for the Victorian larrikin." Well, mate, with that attitude, you won't go very far in the Queensland.
But he's not the only one. Richard Birchnell weighed in with his 2 cents in the comments and said, "You should change your name to Woke Batuta."
Well, Richard, I have to tell you that is one of the lowest rent sledges we've ever received.
It doesn't even make sense. It wouldn't work as a newspaper title anyway, or a masthead title. The Woke Batuta, maybe?
The Woke Batuta Advocate?
No, just Woke
The
Batuta.
Wokuta Advocate? I don't know.
best one we've ever received for those of you who would like to sledge us in the future is Me Tutor Advocate, when we spend too much energy and resources editorially believing sexual assault victims, and everyone started calling us Me Tutor. Much better sledge than Woke Batuta. So blow that out of your ass, Richard Birchnell. Get a real name.
That was before Errol Parker went his own way, though, wasn't it?
Yep.
Righto, let's wrap this rambling bulletin up, shall we?
Yes, please.
All right, thanks for your company. Talk to you again in 7 days' time. See you, bye.
Hooroo!
Shout out to my red-pilled brothers.